In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on August 10th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Angels versus Detroit Tigers. In this closing matchup of a 3-game set in the American League, the Los Angeles Angels are squaring off against the Detroit Tigers right there in Comerica Park this Sunday afternoon. The Tigers have cooled off a bit from where they stood a month or two back, but they've still got what it takes to pull out a win on their home turf, especially with Mies handling the pitching duties. I've always been wary of betting on the Angels over the years, and that holds true today with Kochanovich starting for them. He's posted a 5.85 earned run average and a 1.63 WHIP across the season, and things have been rough lately since he's given up 24 hits along with 16 earned runs over his past 18.2 innings. When he's on the road, covering 50.2 innings, Kochanovich carries a 5.51 earned run average and lets hitters bat .271 against him. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Tigers money line is our full game side pick. Over their last 7 starts apiece, both these pitchers have been leaking runs left and right. Jack Kochanovich sits at 0-1 with a 6.55 earned run average and 1.73 WHIP through 33 innings, while Casey Mies has gone 3-2 with a 4.59 earned run average and 1.38 WHIP across 33.1 innings in that same period. In the past week, both squads have been putting up decent numbers at the plate, with Los Angeles averaging 5.33 runs each game and Detroit clocking in at 3.83 runs per outing. Plus, the over has come through in 5 out of the 6 head-to-head games they've played so far this year. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Guardians versus Chicago White Sox. The MLB games keep rolling on Sunday with this divisional clash pitting the Cleveland Guardians, who sit at 61-55, against the Chicago White Sox. Davis Martin has held up as a solid choice for the White Sox through this season, but the team has hit a real skid over the past week or thereabouts, dropping off sharply, whereas the Guardians are firing on all cylinders right now, putting together some of their strongest play all year and timing it perfectly as they push to close the gap in the AL Central standings, chasing down those Detroit Tigers. Some folks might even argue that Ciccone stands out as the top arm on Cleveland's pitching staff this year. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Even as Cleveland starts to turn things around a bit, they're still dead last when it comes to team batting average. The White Sox aren't much better, holding down the spot as the second worst squad in that category. Expect runs to be scarce in this one since both sides have trouble cashing in on opportunities. On top of that, Davis Martin brings a 3.04 ERA when he's pitching at home, and Slade Ciccone clocks in with a 2.63 ERA on the road. Scoring chances will be few and far between in this afternoon game. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Milwaukee Brewers. A couple of National League squads are wrapping up their 3-game set on the field, both hunting for a victory up in Cream City as the New York Mets head over to face the Milwaukee Brewers this Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I see that the Mets hold their own as a decent group, and Mania has stepped up strong in his latest outings. That said, the Brewers are on a hot streak right now. Quinn Priester has been dealing effectively in many of his recent turns on the mound, and it's clear these two clubs are moving in opposite ways at the moment. The Mets will probably bounce back eventually, but I'm not sold on that happening today. As our first pick for this matchup, the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. The Mets sit tied for 15th when it comes to runs per game, putting up 4.34 each night, and that dips just a touch to 4.25 runs when they're away from home heading into Saturday evening. For New York, the average game sees 8.38 total runs, and that ticks up to 8.55 on the road. Going into Saturday, the Mets had the under hitting at 61 to 50 to 5 through their first 116 games this year. On the Milwaukee side, the under has gone 60 to 52 to 3 across their 115 games against the total so far this season as of Saturday. The Brewers rank 5th overall in the big leagues for runs per game at 4.98, but at home that falls off to 4.19 per outing. Overall, Milwaukee games average 8.85 total runs this year, dropping down to 7.8 when they're playing at American Family Field. Given how Priester has kept hitters quiet lately, and the fact that the Brewers don't hit as well in their own park, this matchup should come in below the posted total. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Texas Rangers. Wrapping up this interleague set down in the Lone Star State this Sunday afternoon, the Texas Rangers, sitting at 60-58, are playing host to the Phillies, who are 67-49, after Philadelphia grabbed wins in the first 2 games and now aims to complete the sweep in this third matchup. The Phillies are on a real hot streak these days, and they've got to feel good about their shot here with Wheeler starting. He's posted a 2.64 earned run average and 0.92 WHIP over the season, coming across as one of the top 10 arms in the game at the moment. Corbin has finally started to resemble a big league pitcher following a long stretch of tough times, but that won't count for much since the Rangers' bats have gone completely cold over the past week. The odds look fair enough. As our first pick for this matchup, the Philadelphia Phillies money line is our full game side pick. Corbin only hung in for 3 innings last time out, letting 3 runs score for the second game running. He'll probably give up a few in this one too, but nothing crazy, before passing it off to the Rangers relievers, who've held their own all year. Wheeler has surrendered 4 runs in 3 of his past 4 turns, including the latest pair, but overall he's thrown well this season and should deliver a strong performance today. It might not shape up as a straight-up battle of aces, but don't expect a ton of runs crossing the plate. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus San Francisco Giants. Washington, sitting at 45-70, is aiming to dodge a 4th straight series defeat as they head over to Oracle Park this Sunday afternoon to wrap up their 3-game set against San Francisco, who stand at 59-57. The Nationals have only scraped together a couple of wins since July 29th, and Gore looks like a whole different guy on the mound after the All-Star break. Not in a good way. He's led in 20 hits and 14 runs across his most recent 8.1 innings of work. Verlander, at 42, isn't the dominant force he once was, but lately he's been sharp, giving up just 10 hits and a single earned run over his past 15 innings. San Francisco holds the edge as the stronger squad, especially playing at home, and they can't afford to drop games like this if they're serious about chasing a playoff spot. That uptick from Verlander lately gives some real hope too. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. The Nationals put up about 4.23 runs each game on average, but in their last 3 outings, that dropped way down to just 0.67 runs per game. They're hitting .245 when facing righties, and now they've got a starter coming at them who's only surrendered 2 runs over his past 3 starts, plus 3 runs in his last 3 against this very team. On the other side, the Giants average 4.19 runs per game, but they've heated up to 5.67 runs in their most recent 3. They're batting .212 against lefties, taking on a pitcher who's coughed up 8 runs in his last 3 starts away from home. Still, don't count on either side lighting up the scoreboard enough to go over the total. The Giants and Nationals have stayed under in their past 4 head-to-heads. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.